So we're in Lake Louise village. I just went to the visitor center there and I got all this stuff here about hiking, and I also got an annual parking pass for Parks Canada, which you hang it in your rearview mirror. $72 for the year, or else it's $10 for a day. So I'm going to be going to that many different provincial parks. I don't have to worry about getting a ticket. I'm excited to start exploring these. What do you think? It's pretty wild, isn't it? Like, just can't help but smile. I love nature. Don't pull me, Blue, stop. I'm not sure if this is bear scat, but it's like the third big pile of it we've seen. We're right here. 3 of them we've seen. And there was a sign. And there was a sign back there. I'll see if I can get a picture of it on the way out. That says like the lane was closed, with a picture, like a print of a bear on there. Apparently the sighting was a month ago. I heard a guide talking to a group, but that bear scat or whatever it is there is not a month old. At least there's lots of people on the trail anyway. See, we're coming around like this. Bear scat number 7. They'll be eating it, Blue. Bear scat number 8. Oh, just a whole bunch all the way along. I think it's, I don't know if it's bear scat or not. What would you say it is? Are there any poop experts out there that can help us distinguish which kind of fecal matter this is? Well, we just went into the shade there and everything changed. The atmosphere. Like the sun went behind that big mountain there. Wow. That was kind of a cool effect that just happened. See that? Maybe we did it in reverse. No. Look at a photograph of that though. Incredible. Come to Lake Louise and do a hike. Not just here, there's hikes everywhere. I just want to say that I only have ever seen this in books or films. Get the hotel there. It's doing a bit of weird stuff there with the lighting because the sun's behind that mountain. but I've only ever seen this in books and films and brochures. And then you're just looking at it for yourself in real life, do you know what I mean? There's just so much to contemplate when you're in the mountains. You have that space. So I feel like every time I break this phone out to do a little video, a helicopter starts coming. Every time. Notice that? When I film helicopters, it's not because I hear a helicopter coming and I want to film it. It's because I was about to film myself. Helicopters. I want to tell you a story about this this milky looking stuff. This is at the top of Lake Louise. So I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you. Here, so we've just walked past the top of Lake Louise, and then you come to this sort of looks like a river, creek, and it's very milky colored, and this is what gives Lake Louise its color. So we're going to go to the source of it up here. Look at this. Hold on a minute here. Give me a bit of this. Look at this. The snow on the top of the mountains too. You enjoying yourself? Hold your feet. Don't be going in that. Okay, so I know there's people watching this that saying that's not bear scat. So I'm glad anyway. I'll show you the sign I'm looking at here. Yeah, horses go that way. So all that poop we've been seeing is just from some horses. But we're going to keep going this way. So the little hike we just did is supposed to be 1 hour round trip, so to the top of the lake and back. It's all flat, you know. People of all abilities could do it really, you know, if you can walk. Look at that, I told you! I think that's West Belfast hovers following me all the way over here. What was it saying to you? Oh yeah, it's meant to be a 1 hour walk to the top of the lake and back again, but then I saw a sign, and after getting like a big breeze there of like cold wind, my brain's going all over the place. There's a wee squirrel, a red squirrel. But we saw another sign that says 3.5 kilometers to the tea house. There's like a tea house. And I haven't had no tea or coffee today yet. I had to just come straight here to try and get a parking spot, and we were so lucky because when I went into the information desk yesterday to buy my parking pass, he says best to get here at like 6:30 in the morning. It was 8:11 when I showed up. Come here, Blue, don't be sniffing the horse poop. And I looked into one. I got one. The whole thing was full and I got one. So there was no time there. I just wanted to get going there and see the lake. I had no time to sit and have a brew or make myself a... Because you've got to get the kitchen stuff out and get the wee stove and going and all. It takes time. What is that? Can you hear that? Let's go see what it is. Kind of freaked out because I feel like I'm on my own. And it's quiet. Yeah. And I don't want to encounter any wildlife, as you can imagine, and I don't have bear spray on me yet. But I'm gonna flip this here and I'm gonna show you. But before I flip it, we'll just do this. Look at the color of it. See how milky it is? I'll fill you in on what makes it milky. Yeah. So I was saying to you there, as soon as I walked into the shade, I got hit with like a cold breeze. So yesterday I took a photo. It's 30 degrees on the ground, but there's snow on the mountains. You're in avalanche country as well. Yeah, I can't believe it. There's that helicopter back again. So in the winter time, they do controlled avalanches and stuff. It's very dangerous roads to drive on. I'm a wee bit nervous about some of the roads coming up. Only because of the car itself, you know, just don't want the car to break down. Not really worried about, you know, driving off a cliff or something. But you have to come prepared. You have to come prepared for winter conditions, even in the summer. So like in my backpack now, I've got a winter jacket and a hat, because you could all of a sudden, out of the blue, be caught in a flash snowstorm in August. Tow trucks and stuff like that can take a very long time, like a day to get here. So there's so much to consider. We are in the Rockies. We are in the Rocky Mountains. I'm in same place. Look at these mountains behind me. Look at this lake behind me. The little tractor going by. It's fucking awesome. The scenery is absolutely insane. Like, these mountains are massive. That's a small one. This morning we went on a hike to the top of the lake. Then we went up into the mountains. Insane. Mind blowing. It's great. Wyerton Willie has escaped from the jungle for a drink of puddle. You're drinking the puddle, man. There's so many other nice waters. Go back in the bushes. This way, look. We have entered BC, British Columbia, and we're in the small town of Field. Look at its surroundings. Right over here, there's a insane little river. I just want to pull in every 5-10 minutes and just like look around. I don't know what else to say. Every time I open up the camera to talk about this place, it's just, wow, look at this, it's amazing. Look at that, wow. That's what it does to you though. I mean, look at the smile it puts on my face. I haven't smiled this long and this much for years and years and years. Probably since the first time I moved to the Canary Islands, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was on a desert island. It's the beauty, the best sunrises, the best sunsets, beaches, the stars at night. The stars at night. I miss that. I don't just miss that. I need that. There's a train coming. See, every time I fire up this camera in the middle of nowhere, something comes along that makes noise. It fulfills my soul. I can't live in a shoebox apartment on a street full of unconscious people that are just oblivious to existence and God and awe and wonder and majesty. I lost my selfie stick, so I'm on this little tripod thing, so I keep messing up the camera shot. But I want to do this every day for the rest of my life. I want to live like this every day, where it's like my cheeks hurt because I'm so happy. And the only reason I'm happy is because I'm alive in a beautiful place. That's all. And nothing's wrong. The car's not dead. Everything's on the edge though. You know what I mean? But sure, life is on the edge of death anyway. Everything's on the edge. But the car's happy right now. The dog is happy and healthy. I've got nothing really to worry about. We've got plenty of food. We're going out to do our first wild camping today. And so I'm just happy. You might say for no reason. You know what I mean? Just always smiling, always just exuding positive energy. That's my true nature. That's my truest nature, and I have been starved. I've starved myself of that for so long because I fell into this thing in society where it's like, well, maybe I should start settling down and knuckling down and getting an education. And I don't regret that. I don't regret going to university and doing music. It's not just what I learned there, it's what happened to my brain for doing it. You know what I mean? I came out a better person, and I don't regret, and I wouldn't change it. But I ended up too long in Ottawa. I ended up too long in that building. I was in that building for 8 years. Ottawa's not the place for me. No, it's not. Look at this. Does this look like Ottawa? Holy, holy, holy. This one. You can't help it. You can't help it but be happy in these places. Are you like me? Like, are you like me? Do you get really, really, really moved by nature? Some people are just like, meh. You know, okay, the stars, right? Big wow. But let me know if it moves you as much as it moves me. All that work is done, you know, like what I had to do. I did what I had to do in Ottawa. I learned what I had to learn. I suffered what I had to suffer. and the dues are paid. So we're out here now to just take things slow and take in nature. I'm at a good age for it now too. I'm this much more mature and this much less reckless and this much less hungry to learn. Yeah, I've knocked that down a few notches too. Look at this guy here. What are you doing? Do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like traveling around the dada and stuff? Do you like it when we go to like do you like it when we go to like different places? No. I got a doggy and his name's Blue. He gives me somebody to talk to. We're Mickey and Blue. We do the world. My puppy boy. We love him. He's gonna be so muscly from all the hiking, aren't you? You're gonna be a big strong boy. You're gonna be rock solid. Good boy, dude. A little town of field. I didn't even know it existed. Didn't even know it existed until a few minutes ago. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. You know, I couldn't always say that. It's pretty sad for a very long time there. I'm in my element now. With a wee 20-year-old Ford Escape that we live in. That's just got the bare essentials. Powerful. I don't want to live in a building on a street ever again. But having said that, like, when I drove in here, there was like a couple of park rangers cars parked, and I was like, maybe they must live here, right? Park rangers live in this wee town and then they go to work in this place. I could be a park ranger and I could live in a wee house like that here. Because it's still, every day I wake up, my reaction, I don't think my reaction's ever going to be different, no matter how many times I see this. Because you can see more and more the more you look. Like, if you just look at one little spot and just like try and see what you can see, how the ridges change, where the shadows are, what trees are, how many trees, the colors, what different kinds of rock, the different shapes. You could just meditate on the mountain and just concentrate on it, and whole days could go by. At least that's if you're me. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It means everything to me. I mean, I'm creating these memories anyway, but it means everything that you're watching and you're following along and you're going through the motions with me. It makes doing the videos and editing the videos all worthwhile. Especially when I make a video that I don't really like making. Like if I'm reliving all the horrible stuff like I did with exhaust and stuff fell off. That was brutal to make. And I was doing it during a heat wave and I couldn't get, you know, I couldn't leave Blue in the car to go into McDonald's because it's like 40 degrees. And then I found a spot that had shade and I was able to bring him with me. So it's like it's not just the editing and everything, it's what I have to do to get myself in a position to even use the computer with power and batteries and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling on here and I'm making this really hard for myself to edit because I'm going on and on for ages. So talk to you at the next. All right, let's head on.